and welcome to episode 13 of the Rorschach Test Podcast. I am your host, Tyrell James. Today I got a special guest with me, Sequann Daniels. How you doing, man?
Pretty good, man. Feeling good.
That's good. That's good. It's good. Okay. All right. So this is going to be interesting today. So last week I did an interview. I interviewed somebody who owns a winery, and we did a tasting, and we were tasting, just wines, and it's just, you just do like little tastings, right? You don't have little tastings out. Okay, all right. So this is this is gonna be a little interesting. Also brought some friends, but none of them want to be on camera. So we got people over here, we got people over there, but nobody wants to be on camera for the drinks. But everybody's gonna be in here drinking and having a good time. But before we get into you bringing out the drinks and everything, first just tell me about Sequann.
Sequann. I'm a student at Delaware State University. I'm 22 years old. I'm from a small town, a country town in Delaware, Woodside, Delaware. I was born in Salisbury, and I'm an adventurous person. I like to explore. I like to try new things. I like to play sports. I like to cook, eat, everything.
So when we met. Was it last summer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so last summer I stopped by Lone Star. So I'm sitting. Is it Lone Star?
Longhorn.
Yeah. So met Longhorn at the restaurant. So I'm sitting there and I'm about to eat my steak at the bar, and then he is at the other edge of the bar, and he says, "Excuse me, sir." And as I turned around, looked at him, I said, "What's up? What's going on?" And he said, "What kind of advice would you give a young guy such as myself?" And my first thought was, wow, that's pretty cool that, you have somebody that's younger that's asking somebody, for advice, instead of just, a lot of people, especially, younger kids, they don't want to take advice from anybody, they just want to do their own thing or whatever. So my first thought was, I was like, yo, that's cool that you're asking. And then the second thought, like my very next thought was, how old do you think I am? Yo? I'm like, Phantom. But then I had to remember, once you told me how old you were, and I was like, okay, I remember at that age, I thought my age was old too.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's not. No, I'm still young and fly. Anyway, so, but no, I just thought that it was the first thing about you, that stood out was just how respectful you were. You were just to put yourself out there like that with a stranger, and to do it in such a respectful way. I had to react to that. I had to, just roll through my mental Rolodex of all of the deep, profound things that I could possibly say to you, and I came up with, I don't remember what I said to you, but based off of what I said, it just turned into a conversation. And then we I was like, okay, I like this kid, he has a good head on his shoulders. And we just, we exchanged information. And when I decided to do this podcast, you were one of the first people that I thought of.
Right.
So you told me that you were a mixologist.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's talk about that a little bit. How did you get into mixing up drinks?
Well, it was the summer of 2019. I was in college. I didn't have no money. So it was outside. I sat out front. Like, when I think about things, I make sure I get by myself.
Okay.
So we're sitting out front in a chair, nothing but cars riding past. I was just thinking, man, I need to get some money somehow. But I don't just want the money. I want to do something that I like. You know what I mean? And I said, what are some things that I like? So I sat down. I knew how to cook. I knew. I like to play, like to joke around. And I was like, I know how to make Kool-Aid. And I like to drink too. So I was thinking, and I was like, it was just a thought. I started making slushies. So I started getting Kool-Aid packets, like the pink lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
Went to Walmart, got that, bought ice, bought liquor, put it in the blender. And my stepdad he tried it every day. He was like, put some more in there. Then he'd be like, no, it's too sweet.
Some more Kool-Aid, some more liquor.
Some more Kool-Aid and more like when it wasn't enough liquor.
Okay.
And when it wasn't sweet enough. He was basically testing it for me.
Gotcha.
Then this one day, I made like a pink lemonade Henny slushy. Just made it. I didn't have no Instagram or nothing. And I tried it, and I went to college when the semester started back up.
Mm-hmm.
I started giving it out, and people liked it. So then everybody's like, "Man, you should start selling these." I'm like, "Okay."
So, how many people missed class that Monday?
I can't tell you, but they still walking now.
All right, it's what we're gonna do. I want to go ahead. You can get the drinks now. We're gonna break the drinks out, and then we're gonna get into these Rorschach tests, which I didn't even go over all of that stuff yet. But we'll do all of that. As a matter of fact, I'll talk about it now while you're getting the drink. So, with the Rorschach test, I'm gonna put these pictures up on the screen for you, and based off of what you see on these inkblot or these Rorschach tests, I'm going to link what it is that you see to what it is that you do as a mixologist.
Right.
Okay. Cuzzo, you want some? Are you good? Are you good? You're not drinking? Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So I'll make sure everybody's happy here. Okay. All right. So this one's mine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I get it. Man, I didn't mean to grab a pink straw. I didn't grab a pink straw. Yeah. So how we doing this? Is there a place? I just open it and put it in there?
From the top, yeah, it's like a Ziploc.
So what's the name of your company? It's
called Twisted.
Twisted?
Yeah, it's TAAHWISTED.
Okay, and there's the logo right there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so we're about to go ahead and get into these Rorschach tests.
I should have one myself too, right?
Yeah, what, a drink?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Go ahead, definitely. Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm going to put a Rorschach test up here. I'm going to ask you what you see. I'm going to link what it is that you see to what it is that you do, and then we're going to talk a little bit about this drink right here. All right, so let's start here. All right, what do you see here?
I see a lot of colors. Looks like some bones up top. It's white. Look like a painting.
Just a painting. If you try to break down each part of this, what are you able to do that? Are you able to break down and see actual figures or anybody doing anything or anything doing anything? Are you able to break it down at all?
Okay, where that yellow on the side here,
mm-hmm.
It looks like a bird with one wing.
Okay.
And then these two green things up top, they look like crab claws.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Funny thing about that is the blue part, they look like crabs to me.
Yeah. Okay, I see that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Right here in the middle, these look like two people wearing red. I can't quite tell what they're doing. Maybe it looks like they are holding hands.
Right. To me, it looks like they're pouring a teapot. And then you see that water droplet right there in the middle?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then the green things at the bottom, they look like two green legs with Joker shoes on. You see it?
Yes, I see that. And all the yellow, they look like banana peels to me.
Yeah, upside down.
Okay, so yeah, you're making this hard for me. All right, I'm going to try to break down each part of this. So what was the first thing that you said you saw?
First thing I saw was the white at the top in the middle. It looked like a skeleton of something.
A skeleton.
Like like bones or something.
Bones. Okay, so. All right, and what was everything else? I'm gonna take the picture off the screen, and then we'll.
Okay, two yellows on the side look like birds with one wing. The two green things at the top look like claws, like lobster or crab claws. Then the two legs at the bottom, they got me. Look like Joker legs or something.
All right. I may have to pull it back up because we may not remember everything. So bones. All right, let's try to start with the bones. All right. How do I? Oh boy, you make this difficult. How do I link this? It's like every week somebody it's getting harder and harder. People are starting to stump me. I figure it out,
Right.
but it's getting harder and harder to try to link what it is. Okay, so bones. Tell you what, let's come back to that one.
Okay.
The other one, crab claws. You know what? I'm just gonna go reaching with this one because you made this really hard for me. I'm just gonna reach. Crabs. Actually, no, I'm not gonna reach. I'm not gonna do that. I think I can do this with crabs. Okay, crabs in the barrel mentality. You familiar with the crabs in the barrel mentality? Okay. All right. So this particular business that you're in right now with your drinks,
Right.
do you have any? Is there any competition out there? Like any direct competition? I mean, of course, you got big corporations or whatever, but I mean, like where you are right now, where you are selling your drinks, do you have any competition out there?
At home, no sir, but in school, there's a company that does the same thing, but I don't see it as competition.
Okay.
I feel like I'm in competition with myself. You know what I mean?
Got you. Now, do they seem as if they have that type of crabs in the barrel mentality? Meaning, like, do you feel as though they're trying to pull you down?
No sir.
Cool. Okay, that's good. That one actually backfired on me. Didn't work. Okay. So next, what did you say about the yellow part again? Oh, a bird with one wing.
Mm-hmm.
A bird with one wing. So a bird with one wing will probably fly in a circle because it can't.
Right.
It's probably stuck, right? How many times have your drinks gotten somebody so drunk that they're just going around in a circle?
My drink had people arguing with their grandmother before.
Mm.
Yeah, that's about as crazy as I seen, or somebody ready to fight.
Now, is that off of one of these?
It'd take about like 2 or 3.
Okay, good. Because I'm not arguing with my grandmama. They are both in heaven. I'm not arguing with them. Okay. All right. And what else was it? The
2 legs.
The 2 joker legs.
Mm-hmm.
2 joker legs. Oh, and what was the first one? It was the bones.
Right.
The bones. Oh boy, yeah, you have really stumped me. Nobody has ever stumped me.
Yeah.
Not like this. This is. I'm gonna tell you how much you stumped me. I'm gonna come back to that.
Okay.
We're gonna move on, and we're gonna talk about some other stuff. But I'm gonna have to come back to that because yeah, you really stumped me. Look, the first time I have a bunch of people in the studio with me, I get stumped in front of a crowd. This is ridiculous. Anyway, so but tell me about this drink. So what is the alcohol now? If you have like a secret recipe, don't share that.
Okay.
But if you have but like what is the alcohol that's in this?
The alcohol that's in here is Mad Dog 2020 and Caribbean rum. And then I have blue carousel in there, and it has like 14 to 12%.
Mad Dog 2020. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. I've never had Mad Dog 2020 before, but I've heard some horrible stories.
Yeah.
About man. Yeah, they want to fight grandma because of the Mad Dog. Man.
And the name of the drink is called Blue Dream.
Blue Dream.
Yeah. I'll let y'all figure out why.
So what gave you the idea to mix these things together?
I knew I wanted to do something different with a blue drink. Because normally with these pouches are actually new. I made red drinks, orange drinks, yellow. So I wanted to try something blue. And I knew I had to keep the color. Because when you mix with alcohol, it can mess up the color of it.
Okay.
So I was like, I know Mad Dog has a blue flavor. And I'm trying to make it bright colors, summertime, make it stand out.
Okay.
So that's kind of what made me.
So this, you know what, this is a good sit by the pool drink, or sit at the beach. Yeah, like this is good. This is good. So is this pretty strong?
Yeah, it's moderately strong. It's not the strongest that I made. I'm just experimenting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And you got the support of your stepfather. That's good. That's good. You know, when you have family backing you,
Right.
it's an incredible thing. All right, let's get into another test. And then I'm going to try to come back probably at the end and try to connect those bones. And that you got me. Let me see if I can make this easier on myself. All right, let's go here. All right, what do you see here?
Look like two girls with their arms down, with one arm up. Look like they posing. They about to dance.
What kind of dancing?
Strippers.
Yeah.
Like slow dances. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then I also see two faces facing each other. I mean, facing the opposite
Facing
way.
away. Okay.
And then I see a skull in the middle with some shoulders.
Here you go to them bones again, man. All right, cool. Let's start with the strippers.
Okay.
Have you tried to hit up any strip clubs to try to introduce your drinks?
No, sir.
I got an idea. I'm supposed to be linking this to what it is that you do. I'm saying I got an idea. If you get some strippers,
Right.
all right.
Okay, it's getting spicy.
Yeah. Oh, I just got another idea. Okay, so one of the strippers, she could be named Blue Dream.
Okay.
Right? All right. You can use the strippers. I'm really big on cross promoting, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you can use strippers to promote the drinks, and then the drinks can also help promote. Well, I don't know if the drinks going to necessarily promote the strippers, but it will definitely. If you were to have like stripper parties, and you had your drinks at the stripper parties, and all of the dancers were named after your drinks.
Mm.
Yo, podcast over. We got to get this started.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, my mind is always working, man. I just. All right. What was the other thing that? But no. So, no. Actually, I do want to go back to the whole stripper. So you go to strip clubs?
I went to a strip club in Miami one time.
Which one?
I don't know.
Okay.
I was drunk.
You. Okay.
Then I went to a podcast in Smyrna. I said podcast.
You mean
It's that drink.
no, went to a strip club in Smyrna.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me tell you something. I've been to a lot of strip clubs.
Mm-hmm.
I started going to strip clubs when I was too young to be going to strip clubs. My thankfully my cousin had his jail ID that he no longer needed.
Mm-hmm.
So he let me keep the jail ID.
Uh-oh.
And that's the ID that I would flash when I would go.
Okay.
Until one day he needed it. And then I had to figure out a way to get into the strip club. So what I would do was I go to the strip club, I go right to the bar.
Right.
Now I'm like 18, 19 years old doing this, right? Too young to be in there. I walk straight up to the bar and then I ask the bartender for the manager. And she says, everything okay? Yeah. I just want to talk to the manager about something. The manager comes out and I'm like, listen, I got some girls that are looking to dance.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to, I just want to check your place out.
Mm-hmm.
So do you mind if I just sit here and check it out or whatever? Every single time, the manager be like, sure, no problem. You want a drink? Now, I wasn't drinking.
Right.
I didn't even start experimenting with drink. I was in my 30s when I started experimenting. Like I wasn't a drinker, but they would always offer me drinks. And I would be like, nah, I'm good. So what happened was the strippers would come over there and they would be like, hey, can you buy me a drink? No, I'm not buying you a drink. Like I'm sitting here just trying to, I'll throw dollars at you. And if I throw enough dollars at you, then you can go get your own drink. But I'm not going to sit here and then buy you a drink and then you're going to expect me to tip you when you're on stage too. Not doing all of that, right? The guy next to me, one particular time, the guy next to me bought the girl a drink. When she first went up on stage, before her drink, her performance was lackluster. After she got that drink, I started buying Snickers drinks. I was like, okay, all right. So I'm thinking if we can figure out a way to get your drinks in the strip club, and that's okay. All right, it's just. What was the other thing that you said you saw?
The two faces
Mm-hmm.
looking the opposite way.
Looking the opposite way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they're like two mirror images,
Right.
and not looking at each other. So imagine somebody standing in front of a mirror, but they can't stand to face themselves. Have you ever drank so much, or have you ever experienced, like, even with somebody that you gave a drink to, that they drank so much they couldn't even bear to face themselves, that they did something that was, I tell you what, let's take this off of you.
Okay.
That they did something they were so ashamed of that they couldn't seem to face themselves in the mirror. And if you don't like them, you can share the story.
There's a time I gave somebody a drink and they was talking to the wrong sex in the club.
They didn't know, or it was
they didn't know. We knew. We was trying to tell him.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't listening. And yeah.
It was because of one of your drinks.
Yes. I gave it to him before we went.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't do anything, hopefully. But from what I see, he didn't do nothing. But when he found out, he couldn't believe it. He felt embarrassed. He couldn't face it.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Are you still friends with him?
Yeah.
You gonna tell him to watch this podcast?
I'm gonna tell him. He gotta see it.
Wow, that's interesting. That is really, really. How many of these did he have? Was it this one?
No, it was a slushy.
Oh, y'all good?
Yeah,
y'all good.
My grandma,
Yeah, no arguing with grandma. What was the other thing you said you saw here?
I seen a skull with some shoulders.
Yeah, I'm coming back to that skull. You got me. I'm not messing with the bones right there.
I know what else it looked like though.
What's that?
Like a bird with a beak.
Okay.
Like you see the head and the beak right there.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool. Birds, they fly, they get high or whatever. I know a lot of times people they refer to being drunk as being high.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your how does it feel knowing that you're able to bring that type of joy to people, that you can get them high? You can legally get people high.
I mean, it feels good. I like seeing people have fun, enjoying themselves, especially people that they don't want to be themselves sometimes. You know, when people get alcohol in them,
right?
They normally are themselves. I like seeing people come out of their shell and have fun.
Right. Yeah, that a lot of times people, they say that alcohol is the truth serum.
Right.
But I think I see another side of that. I don't believe it's always a truth serum. The reason I say that is because a lot of times alcohol gives people the nerve to do things that they wouldn't normally do. That's not their truth.
Right.
That's not who they really are. So now they are loud talking. They are, stepping on people's shoes, pushing people, walking, like they're talking to the opposite sex, like stuff like that, stuff that they wouldn't normally do, so it's not always a truth serum. Sometimes it takes you some places that you probably shouldn't go, right, because that ain't you. So, but yeah, so you said, was that it? That's the only thing? Those things, yeah, I'm coming back to them bones. I swear, if you see bones on this next one, man. All right, let's see here. Let's try to find something. It's gonna be all right. Let's go here.
Look like a skinned animal. The skin of a raccoon or something.
Yo, you know what's funny? The very first time I looked at that That was what I saw. And I've given this one to other people and expecting somebody to say that exact same thing, and nobody says that. But that's exactly what that's what I saw the first time.
Right.
Now it looks like a stretched out vagina to me.
Oh yeah. Okay, I see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And right there that's a long clip right there. That's
It reminds me of an older dude I was working with. He said, "Why sometimes you look at that thing, boy, look at split up with that."
See, hey, look, you keep on with them funny stories. You coming on camera. So a skinned animal. So like you said, like a raccoon.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, you are really making this tough for me. Man. Skinned animal, raccoon. Raccoons are thieves. They like to caught a raccoon in my yard last week. It was and it was big too. Like it made me decide I'm gonna start sitting outside on my deck with my crossbow.
Crossbow.
Yeah, because that thing was big and it was scary. But they're thieves. They like to go steal stuff.
Right.
You know. So have you ever had any incidents where you've given somebody a drink or whatever, and then they now going back to that whole alcohol gives you the nerve to do things that you may not normally do? Like have you given somebody some alcohol and now they're out there stealing?
Nah, never. But
That you know of.
no, I mean I'm sure of that. Well, not stealing something from somebody else.
Yeah.
I never seen someone firsthand.
Mm.
No.
Oh, you really got me reaching with these. I am reaching. I am really reaching with these, man,
You
because
give me a hard one. I just.
it's
You want to try another one?
yeah. Let's try another one. Let me see if I can get you with this. What you see here?
It looks like I see a dog in the middle with some pointy ears.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It looks Egyptian or something.
Okay, an Egyptian dog.
An Egyptian government picture. You see it?
I see the dog. Now, as far as these right here, they look like pyramids.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, so that's my only connection to Egypt right there. But you say you see a dog there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm gonna make this real easy and real simple. You got Mad Dog 2020 in here, so there's the connection right there.
Yeah.
Tell me this though, man. Where are you trying to go with this business? What do you want to do? What's your plan? What's your end game?
My end game, I want to have like a store in a drink truck,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to like travel with it.
Kind of like a food truck.
Mm-hmm,
Okay.
Like go to different beaches around and just cruise down the street with it.
Man, that's such a good idea. That's a great idea, especially in our area because we're so close to the beach. That is a really, really good idea.
Right.
And you could have strippers on the truck
Yep.
selling the food.
I'm gonna have couches in there too.
Yes.
A VIP section.
A VIP section in the cab. Oh, so hold on. So you mean you want people to be able to come on the truck and drink?
Yeah. And chill and we can cruise.
That's a yes. Yeah, bus. Yeah, that is an incredible idea.
Have the logo on the side.
Yes. Yes, with a stripper pole in the middle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Couches around.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Man, that is an incredible idea. We got we're gonna talk some more after this is over because my wheels are turning.
I also want to make a commercial. Commercial.
Mm-hmm.
I had a few ideas, but I don't know if it's the time of day.
No, go ahead. No,
Okay, but I had an idea of.
Well, hold on. Wait a minute. If you're still in the idea stage, we don't want anybody stealing it. So yeah, we'll. Yeah. But no, I think that's an incredible idea, man, because I've never heard of anything like that.
Yeah.
I feel like you could start at a point where like maybe you're renting like those celebrity limo vans or something like that, and you have your drinks, people are paying, and then strippers. Yeah, can't forget strippers. No. All right, let's see what else we got here. All right, let's go here. All right, what you see?
It looked like Shrek a little bit.
Yo.
You know what I mean?
Yo, you made this so difficult for me. So check this out. With a lot of my guests, they have told me, they see certain things, and I have been able to make very accurate connections, or I've been able to just really just go deep with them, right? I got nothing. Like you have, this is ridiculous. I tell you what, cool. I'm from now on with the rest of these, I'm just going to reach. Okay. I'm going to reach.
That's
okay,
cool. That's cool. Me.
So cool. It looks like Shrek. Do you have any green drinks?
Yeah, but I messed up all the green drinks I tried to make. I messed the color up. It tastes good, but I messed the color up because I don't know. Green is a kind of hard color to keep green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that? Incredible Hulk. Was the Incredible Hulk green? What's that? Is it
the Hennessy and
Hypnotic?
Yeah.
Does it come out green though? It comes out green, right?
When I make it come out like doo-doo green.
Okay. I mean, green is green, like. But food coloring. Yeah, the food coloring.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah, food coloring may do it. But okay, has your drinks? Have you ever witnessed like it turn somebody into a monster? I'm still going off the whole Shrek thing here.
Okay. Yeah, I actually sold my drinks to my sister, and we're arguing and everything. Man,
you about to lose friends and family over this podcast.
Yeah. But I mean, it's all right.
So who turned into the monster? Was it you or her?
Both of us.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We probably should put this mad dog in. We got to go home to our wives.
That's another thing as well. Couples. I get a lot of couples. Like most of my customers are couples, and they always come back. And I'm gonna let y'all figure out that why too.
I mean, yeah, I'll figure it out. That's cool though. That's cool. So, you know what? Valentine's Day, man, doing like specials for Valentine's Day, like for couples and stuff like that. Okay. I think that'd be a good idea. Father, I'm gonna stop doing all of that. We gonna talk about that stuff probably because I got ideas for you, man. Shrek. Donkey is in Shrek. How many people have turned into jackasses after they've had your drinks?
My boy's girlfriend. But it wasn't like crazy. Like he wanted her to stop drinking, but she wanted to keep buying. But I couldn't do that. Like I don't do it for the money either. You know what I mean? I do it for the fun. Okay. But when things get out of hand, but yeah, they would argue all types of stuff. I was like, all right. She getting.
Oh, you mean it wasn't just one time? It was like.
Oh continuous. No! I mean, not continuous, but like multiple times. It wasn't too many times.
Okay. But she turns into jackass.
Yeah, because normally with the drinks, you don't really. It's not really. They don't got that kick, like it'll sneak up on you. So you think you good, you think, okay, let me get another drink. Let me get another one. But I think I got to start. I tell people now, but if I know you don't drink that much, I'm going to let you know it's going to sneak up on you. But,
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about some of your other drinks that you got.
I make slushies. I make virgin drinks as well.
Any virgins in here? Virgin? Nobody? Ain't no virgins in here. We ain't gonna talk about them drinks.
Nah.
Virgins of 9.
9?
Okay.
You lost your virginity at 9?
Bro.
He was in there.
Yeah, he was. Right. Oh man. Wow.
don't recommend
So, man, that messed me up. I forgot what question I just asked you.
Oh, you asked me what type of drinks that I
Oh,
like.
yeah. Tell me some more about the other drinks that you have. Yeah.
Well, I had slushies as well,
Mhm.
the pouches. I put the drinks in bottles with juices.
Mhm.
I tried that out. I can still go back. I'm just experimenting, you know. What I
Okay.
mean? Also, I tried popsicles, but it didn't freeze well because it's
Yeah, alcohol doesn't freeze. Yeah.
So I messed up with that. But
Okay.
shoot, I tried Jello shots in school. They was liking it.
Yeah.
Yep, $1 per shot per Jello shot. But I didn't go back to it though. But I can always do that. So. Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
Female always like them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Women love Jello shots. They love Jello shots. Especially strippers. Strippers love Jello.
They be turning them up.
Yeah, man. Actually, I don't know, man. I just wanted to mention strippers again. All right, let's get into another test here, man. All right, what you see here?
See a butterfly. I see. Yeah, I just see a butterfly right now.
Okay. So, all right. So butterflies, they are they're a symbol of change.
Mhm.
So, do you find yourself having to change a lot when it comes to this? I mean, just there has to be an evolution because you can't if you don't change, then your business won't grow.
Right.
So do you find yourself having to change? Because the thing is, I mean, we want to be honest, you don't have a whole lot of competition at school.
Mhm.
You have one other company
Right.
over there, right? So, but you do still need to evolve in order to stay relevant.
Mhm.
So, do you find yourself just having to change a lot?
Yes, sir.
Really? So, tell me a little bit about that.
But when I first started off, I started making them in mason jars.
Okay.
It was summertime. I wanted people to be able to put the cap back on it, or
Mhm.
like you can always put it down and stuff like that. Then I realized that it's too much of a hassle.
Okay.
Then I went to cups, plastic cups.
Mhm.
Put slushies in there. Then I realized you can't put the cap on it. You can't. So I'm just messing around with it. You know what I mean? Then I had the plastic bottles with the cap on it. You can screw back on. Tried that.
Mhm.
And then I realized it was kind of too small. And then now I'm here with the pouches, and it seems like that's doing good. But I'm gonna always revolve around everything that I've been doing before.
Mhm.
But now I'm just at a certain part.
Okay. Yeah, I think this is a really good idea. Me and my wife, we went to a pool party one time,
Mhm.
and we had pouches like this, and we came up with our own little drinks. Nothing as good as what you're doing, but we came up with our own little drinks, and actually I didn't even drink it. She did.
Right.
But as soon as she pulled the pouches out, everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, what is that?" But. And so they were looking at it as if it was something that we created.
Mhm.
Create this pouch, I got it off Amazon. But this right here, this pouch and your logo, that's what makes this thing. That's what like seals the deal for you. I feel like if I go to a pool party, if I go to a beach, if I go to somewhere where it's going to be a lot of people, I want to take this and I want to be sitting there and they're going to look at this and they're going to be like, okay, like what is that? And I'm like, cool, I'll direct you to him. I got you. But yeah, I think the pouches are a really, really good idea. They just, and maybe because I don't think a lot of people have really caught on to the whole pouch thing yet.
Mhm.
They still with their red cups, or they're just drinking straight out the bottle, or whatever, or styrofoam cups. So however they're doing it. So when you pull this out, it adds a certain level of professionalism, and it just makes people say, "What is that?
Right.
Where did you get that from?" So this right here is a good idea, great idea actually. All right, let's go to another one. I feel like we are like zooming through these. I normally do like right around 4 different Rorschach tests with people, but I feel like we're just getting through ours so fast because I don't know what to say. You keep stumping me like I don't know where to go. All right, what you see here?
See Look like a peacock or a chicken with a bow, not with a bow tie, with a tie on. A chicken with a tie on.
A chicken with a tie on. A chicken with a tie on, and I'm supposed to link that to what it is that you do. A chicken with a tie on. All right. I told you, I'm just gonna spend the rest of this time. I'm just gonna reach.
Okay.
I'm just gonna reach. So I have a friend actually that he would get drunk a lot, right? And every time he got drunk, he wanted Royal Farms chicken.
Right.
Like every single time. I don't know what it was. He would just be drunk off his ass, and then all of a sudden he gets the Royal Farms chicken, and then it sobers him up.
Right.
I don't understand it. Doesn't make any sense to me, but there was something about Royal Farms chicken that sobers this man up. Now, the tie on the chicken, I got nothing. I don't know. But and I want to bring it back up because I didn't even look to see where is the tie? You mean a bow tie?
Not like the tie.
Oh, I see it. The white part. Okay. Okay. You know what's funny? The black part looks like a black bow tie to me.
Oh, yeah.
And then the white part looks like a regular tie.
Yep. Or a chicken with a bra on.
Yeah, I'm done with this. No, you're not going to do that. You're not going to keep doing this to me. I mean, it makes sense. It's chicken breast. So, I mean, it makes sense. Chicken with a bra on.
My imagination just crazy.
Yeah, it is. All right, what about this one? What you say?
I see everything. Look like I see two people, first of all, pulling something apart. Pulling like a pot apart. Yeah, and then I see like a tiger or something with the nose.
See that tiger?
Yeah, you see those two eyes right there, and then the nose right there.
Ah, okay.
Then I see an alien right there, like this circle part right there.
Yeah, he does have a good imagination like this.
I think you were riding in the car.
That's an inside joke. We not about to let that one out. All right, we go. That's between us in this room. Okay, so it's two people pulling a pot apart.
Right.
Two people pulling a pot apart, and you said a tiger.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, what was the other one?
Alien.
An alien.
Uh-huh.
An alien. Okay. All right, let's start with the alien. How many times have you given somebody a drink and they have done something that was just out of this world?
I haven't seen nobody do anything out of this world. I didn't get to that part yet.
Okay. All right. All right, let's go to the tiger. How many times have you seen people get aggressive?
Oh, my boys all the time. Like we'll be chilling around. I had a drink, so you know how when men get together, everybody's hyper.
Yeah, it's a bunch of testosterone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not enough.
Exactly. He said not enough booty. Exactly. That's why we need strippers.
Strippers need drinks like that.
Exactly. Well, and what was the other thing that you said you saw? I forgot which one was it? I forgot. Where were we? Oh, right here. What was the other thing you said you saw?
The two people pulling the pot apart.
Oh yeah, I got nothing for that. Nice. Two people pulling a pot apart.
Yeah.
Maybe this is me. Maybe it's me today. Maybe I woke up this morning and I wasn't feeling. You know what it is? I normally do my podcast on Fridays. Today is Saturday.
Okay.
Maybe Saturday I'm just not as deep and profound as I am on Fridays. I don't know. I don't get it, but I'm just finding it hard to believe that you're able to stump me this much. Nobody's been able to do this. This is
So a lot of people say the same things. Like,
yeah, with certain things, people generally see the same. It really depends. It really depends. With some pictures, there are certain parts of some pictures that people will see. They will see the same thing, but then there are other parts that they may go somewhere else with it.
Oh.
But yeah, for the most part, I don't know, man. I've done. I think this is episode 13. I may have 5 or 6 people seeing the same thing with a few of these things. So it's it just really depends on the person and whether or not they've had one of your drinks. All right, let's go to another. We're just zooming through these things because I just you got me, man. All right, what you see here?
I see a bull. I also see smoke. It looked like smoke.
Does it look like smoke coming from the bull? Because I'm gonna tell you what I see here. It looks like a cow skull. Here we go back to the skull.
Okay.
But it looks like a cow skull or a bull skull. But it also looks like it's wearing a gas mask and there's smoke coming from the mask.
Yeah, I see some right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. So did you say cow or bull?
Bull.
Bull. Okay. All right. So you familiar with the term a bull in a china shop?
I heard of it, but I never really understood.
It explains a person who is kind of reckless. I mean, they clumsy. You see them just running through. Imagine a bull in a china shop, just running through the china shop, knocking over all the china.
Yeah.
Okay. How often have you given somebody a drink and they turn into a bull in a china shop?
I would say one time. And you ever met somebody that drinks and they know they get to work when they drink, but they just
they do it anyway?
Yeah, they just know what's going to happen. We all know what's going to happen. Yeah, I've done that once. But like for the most part, if I see you acting like too crazy, I'm either going to give you something that's not that strong or I'm just not going to give you it. You know what I mean? So I want everybody to be safe and have fun.
Right. Tell me something. What was the funniest thing that you've ever seen happen out for one of your drinks?
I would say like I would have to think because I know a couple of things, but I know the grandma thing, and then cussed out the grandma. Then I gave somebody a drink. They were just coming at everybody in the party. Like if they got turned down, they kept going. But nothing too crazy.
I tell you that alcohol gives you the nerve to do things, man. So did he? So it was. I'm assuming it was a guy that was trying to. Okay, so he just kept getting turned down and he kept went going to the next. Did he ever find anybody that?
Nah, he just kept going, and people they were seeing it the whole time. That's why he got turned down. They seen other people turn him down.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Wow,
poor fella. He probably needs virgin drinks because he's a virgin.
Yeah.
So okay. Let's go to. I almost just want to sit here and talk instead of setting myself up with any more of these tests.
We can do that. It's all fine. It's all fine.
I had another question about your business, and I'm having a hard time. Let's talk about this logo though. Right. Let's put the logo up there so people can see the logo.
Right.
So how'd you get the idea for this?
Well, I got a friend that does graphic design at Delaware State University. His name is Chad Shevins. He makes posters, logos, anything you need. The name is Twisted. So
So it looks like that's a tornado.
yeah, it looks
On
like
there.
some fruit being twisted up. And then the vibe of the business is kind of like chill, peaceful. So I had like the little palm trees on the side.
Mhm.
And then it had like different colors, like the letters are green. You got the different fruits. The blueberries are blue, and the red juice, blue tree. So basically, just like a outgoing type of vibe.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah, yeah. It's a good logo. It's definitely a good logo. It's something that stands out. So, it's one of those things where you want people to see it and recognize it the next time that they see it.
mhm.
They're like, oh, that was, you want them to be able to match the experience with the logo.
Okay.
So they drink the drink and they're like, oh, I like this. They
Yep.
see the logo. Next time they see the logo, they're like, I remember that experience.
Yeah.
So that's and that's good. You want something that's eye catching like that. There's not a whole lot going on. It's perfect. It's just the perfect amount. So if you all see this logo, go ahead and get those drinks. So, all right. So tell me this: How much do you sell this for?
$7.
$7 for this pouch.
Yep.
Okay. Um, and do you do like cases? You sell cases?
No, sir. But when I go to parties, I bring the cooler.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought about the cases, but I'm just experimenting with the prices. Like sometimes I might do them for 10, depending on what I got in there.
Mhm.
And yeah,
Okay. All right. Cool. And what about like your shots? Like, do you do shots? Anything?
I make a juice. I make a big tub of juice,
Mm-hmm.
and I separate it with the pouches. So I don't do everything.
Got you.
By the
I see what you're
pouch.
saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. We're gonna do a couple more of these Rorschach tests because we are going to wrap up soon. Um, let's see where you go with this.
I see a lot of faces laughing at whatever is in that middle. Uh, yeah, I see a lot of people look like they judging somebody or laughing, laughing at whatever's in that middle.
Mm-hmm. I see it. To me, it looks like the devil is in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks like the people are laughing at the devil. All right. So just based off of what you said, people laughing. Do you feel like people are judging you for what you're doing?
Yes, all the time. When I first started, everybody was judging me. My mom, my dad, everybody. Uh, they told me, they said, you can't keep doing this. You gotta get a job or whatever. Like I understand that. This ain't gonna work. This ain't always gonna work for you.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just them being parents. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Do you think that that's really judging them?
Yeah, I feel like it is though. I mean, I feel like it's some criticism, but then again, I feel like it's judging as well because I feel like you should know my potential or you should know what I feel like nobody knew what I had in store in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
So they had the room to feel that way, you know what I mean?
Right. I'm gonna tell you this. When it comes to having a vision, you have to remember that that vision is yours, and you can't always expect people to see your vision. They're not like, for instance, these Rorschach tests. I'm not going to look at this Rorschach test and see exactly what you see. We have two completely different visions. Um, Sometimes you can explain to the person, even with the Rorschach test. Sometimes you can explain to the person what it is that you see,
Mm-hmm.
but they may not necessarily see it as well.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes it's not always judging, especially when we're talking about parents.
Right.
With parents, as a parent, one of our main jobs is to make sure that you don't make the same mistakes I made.
Right.
And I got to make sure, it's the hardest but most rewarding job in the world. And we all, of course, parents, children, they come up in different eras.
Mm-hmm.
And what is a lot more accepted, what was accepted and looked at a certain way when my parents were younger,
mm-hmm.
we not doing that anymore. They're used to things being a certain way, and I'm like, all right, we coming and we changing the rules, we're reinventing things. You have to change, you have to evolve.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times people look at that and they're like, they kind of shy away from it, especially if you're talking about somebody that's older. You're talking about somebody who is stuck in their ways, and also if you're talking about somebody who did things a certain way and they were successful at doing it their way.
Okay.
So for them, it's, I figured this out. I have the blueprint.
Mhm.
Here's the blueprint. You're not following the blueprint.
Okay.
You're doing your own thing. So it's not always necessarily them judging you if they disagree with a certain path that you take. And I say not always, because sometimes it is.
Right.
But just because they disagree with the path does not necessarily mean that they are judging you. Sometimes parents are just being parents,
Right.
and that's coming from a parent. I mean, we just coming from a parent and a grandparent.
Right.
So. I mean, we the other thing is wisdom. Wisdom. Our parents have wisdom. One thing that I've learned is when wisdom is speaking, to shut up and listen.
Right.
And that's what I was starting to like. My mother is full of wisdom. So when that wisdom starts coming out, I shut up and I listen. But I can't ever recall her really disagreeing with any path that I've chosen. She's always been very, very supportive. So I can't say that I've ever felt judged. I mean, she's just not the type to judge it anyway.
Right.
My father wasn't either. But it's just I guess when I asked that question, as far as being judged, not so much by parents, because that's just a different perspective when it comes from the parents.
Okay.
So let's go outside of the parents.
All right. I mean, there's times where I had a cooler.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, who this joker with this kid
Yep.
walking around?
Or
like, I remember there was a time in class and the teacher asked, who all has a business or whatever. Everybody raised their hand, told them what their business was. I told mine. Nobody laughed or nothing, but I seen, because we had to come to the front.
Mm-hmm.
I seen people's faces like, drinks.
Mm-hmm.
I can make a drink.
Right.
And everybody can make a drink.
Right.
But you ain't had this one.
You know what I mean? Right. Yeah.
So
yeah. You have to. You definitely are different. This is different. This is good.
right.
This is really, really good. And it's strong. I look around here and everybody's finished their drink except me. I mean, maybe I'm not that much of a drinker, So I mean, but yeah, like, what were we talking about?
Oh, we was talking about we was talking about like judgment from other people.
Judgment, but yeah, don't judge me. Yeah, so, but yeah, man, you're gonna definitely get those looks. That's with anything in life, anything that you decide to do, especially the more and more successful that you become. People are going to, going back to the very first Rorschach test, that crab that you saw, those crabs in the barrel, they're going to be there. You may not be dealing with it right now, but they're going to be there because people, they go through this process. Haters, for instance, haters go through this process. What happens is they see, and the thing is, when we realize that the haters are there, they're already a few steps into their process. That's when we realize, because what happens is, the first step is they see what you're doing and they like it, they envy it, they wish it was them. That's the first step. The second step, in their mind, because they're not going to say it out loud, but in their mind, they put you on a pedestal. They put you up on a pedestal because they recognize what you're doing and they see it as something that's great. The third step in the process is when we realize the hater is there, because they start to try to snatch you down off of the pedestal that they put you up on. they put you up on this pedestal. So now you walk into this and you're like, yo, what is, the funny looks, the comments, like what is all of this about? They're trying to snatch you down up off of that pedestal that they put you on. So what I've learned to do is to just completely ignore the haters, because I realized this ain't about me.
Yeah.
This is about you. You recognized my greatness. You put me up on a pedestal. You couldn't elevate yourself to that same pedestal. So now you have to try to snatch me down. I don't have to talk to you. You got all of this covered. You're doing all of this on your own. There's no need for me to even involve myself in that right there. So, we fall back. We don't deal with the haters. And then, and we drink. And we find strippers to promote the drinks. All right. So, all right. I have this game that I play. With some of my guests, right?
But
So it's called Probably Not, But What If?
okay.
Okay. All right. You're a big football fan. You're a Cowboys fan.
But
So let's say we got another Cowboys fan in the back. I need to wrap this up. Get away from these people. So let's say that somebody comes to you and they say, you know what? I'm going to give you everything that you want to make you as successful as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to pay me back. You got it all. You got it all. However, you have to be a Washington football team fan. I mean, probably not, but what if? What if that happened?
I'm gonna stay right where I'm at.
You gonna stay right where you are?
Yeah.
I don't blame you, because I wouldn't do that for the Cowboys. I wish I would. Y'all, now we're talking about football. Let me ask you something. With the moves that my team, I'm a Washington football team fan, by the way, everybody, until we get a new name and we'll be whatever. But tell me this. With the moves that we have made, and I want to ask also the Cowboy fan that's in the background, I'm asking too, with the moves that my team has made, how scared are y'all of us?
I wasn't scared, wouldn't even be in my vocabulary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, afraid, petrified, terrified, mortified. Like,
You still the red.
The Washington
You'll find
football,
a way to mess it up.
the Washington football team.
Yeah. So y'all not scared of a football team with no name? Y'all not scared of us?
Nah.
Really?
Maybe when you get a name, but
Maybe we get a name.
not right now.
Oh,
Not even that.
I don't know, man.
You're still the same Redskins. You're going to find a way to mess it up.
I'm gonna tell you something. I've been listening and watching, and it's a real good chance we gonna win the division this year. Again, let me throw again in there. Again, y'all can bring back Dak, and I hope Dak is back at 100%, because, well, for a couple reasons. Number one, when I saw him go down with that injury, it broke my heart. I don't like to see athletes get injured. I don't care how I feel about the team. It's different when we're talking about the players and their safety, their well-being, the things that they do to take care of their family,
Right.
and the game that they love,
Mm-hmm.
that they have a passion for. That's different. It broke my heart when I saw him go down with that injury. The other reason that I like for your best player to be there is because I don't want any excuses. I don't want to hear, well, Dak wasn't playing, or this play, but I don't want to hear any of that.
Yeah.
I want to beat you at your best. I want you to have everything going the way it's supposed to be, and we still coming and bust your ass. That's what I want. That's what I want. So I hope that Dak comes back, and I hope that he's healthy. I hope he bounces back, and I hope he's 100%. I hope he's back at 100%. I don't know if he can get back at 100% with that type of injury, but I hope that he can, so that he is at his very best when we beat y'all's ass.
Ooh.
So,
I don't know about that.
So, okay, you being from Delaware, how did you become a Cowboys fan?
My dad, actually.
How did he become a Cowboys fan?
I'm not sure, but he did play for Virginia Tech in 1984. Vincent Daniels.
Okay. So, but like that, like, and I've always wondered about like people who are Cowboys fans. Like, I was like, is that like some sort of medical condition that y'all got or something? Like, is that like, what happened?
It's just in the blood,
So it's like a blood condition that you got, like some sort of medical blood condition.
Nah, not a condition.
Like it can be fixed through surgery. Like,
it's already fixed.
It's fixed.
It's already fixed.
Oh.
The Redskins might got a condition.
Yeah, let's call it NFC East champs. Well, that's what we gonna call it.
COVID-19.
All right, check this out. We're about to go ahead and wrap up because now we're talking about football. I can sit and talk about football all day. Before we go, I want you to let everybody know where they can find you, if they can get, how they can get in touch with you, if you want them to get in touch with you. I'm sure you would want them to get in touch with you, but just let everybody know where they can get in touch with you. You have a website, Instagram, however you want.
Okay, you can get in touch with me on Instagram at Twisted, TAAHWISTED, and my personal account is Sequann, SEQQUANN.
It's 2 Q's?
No, it's only one, but for my Instagram account, somebody has my actual name.
Got you. Yeah. Okay. I almost freaked out because I got your name down here. I was about to say, we got to do this whole thing again.
Nah, it's all good.
Okay, cool. All right. So, but before we get out of here, I got one more picture that I want to put up here, and I want you to tell me exactly what it is that you see. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
This is the greatest podcast ever.
And I couldn't agree more. Thank you so much for your time, man. I had a wonderful time. I had a wonderful drink that I still haven't finished. Everybody else is already done. I'm a lightweight, though. And, man, I look forward to everything that you got coming, man, because you have some great ideas. We're going to talk some more about it, and we're going to find some strippers.
Yep.
And I can't wait to watch your success.
Yes, sir.
All right, and for the rest of y'all out there, y'all be easy. Hey, hold on, wait a minute. Before I do that, I need to make sure I end this right. I almost ended this the wrong way. I'm supposed to put my little logo up here. All